We're getting close to the end of the year and everyone's gonna start talking about their game of the year soon. And I'm one of them. So here are my contenders for game of the year so far. Sifu. Sifu is really fucking good, just pure fun. The combat feels impactful and brutal, and getting that perfect parry and knocking someone out right after is a rush that most games can only dream of doing. Not to mention, the semi-roguelike mechanic it has is amazing as well. Every time you die, you come back to life a little bit older. And if you get knocked out repeatedly, it rapidly ages you to the point where you have to restart the level. Some might hate the difficulty, but I found it to be almost perfect. It gives you a chance to figure out their enemy's tactics, and so the next time you fight them, you can pretty much dog walk them. Not to mention, as you progress through each stage, you find it unlocks shortcuts to skip huge parts of the level. So replaying levels to beat them at a younger age is definitely recommended. I'm a man who loves roguelikes and melee combat, so this game was pretty much meant for me. Throw in the revenge plot and there's not much I can really ask for. Well, maybe a randomizer, but there's no rush. Next we have Horizon Forbidden West. It did what you expect the sequel to do. Better gameplay? Check. Better graphics? Check. Better story? Check. I give it a slight edge over the first one, but it's still a check. Aloy, after the events of the first game, now has to travel west and combine the AI Gaia back together to save the world. It's a bunch of fuck nigga AIs out there just causing havoc. The twists that happen are so well done too. I thought they couldn't shock me after the first game, but they did, and it left me anticipating the climax of the story. More robots to fight with variants in between, and of course, you can fly now. Eventually. My only complaint would be what they did to my black brother, but that's just me being salty. And the fake dialogue choices that don't really mean shit, they don't matter. But neither of those really took away from my experience. The characters for the most part are likable. For the most part. You don't get a lot of time with some of them, but they still feel fleshed out enough. Pretty much everything was an improvement, and exploring the world didn't feel like a chore because there was always something to do and something interesting to find. I said with the previous entry, and I'll say it again, I do not know if they can top this one. But please prove me wrong, I am begging you. Here are some honorable mentions. Kirby! This probably would have been on my list, but I haven't played it yet. Everything I've seen and heard has it been one of the best Kirby games, and one of the best games of the year. Hopefully I can get around to it. Neon White, a speed-running FPS card game. What the fuck did I just say? It is such a unique experience. Most people should probably give it a shot based on that alone. Indie devs have been carrying the gaming industry for the last decade in my opinion, and you can add this one to the list. The Quarry. Supermassive has a chokehold on the narrative Telltale-like games. They improve graphically with almost every title, and they know how to make a scary game work with your friends. I will never forgive EA for what they did to Dead Space 3. I don't think I was scared, not once. The Quarry doesn't do anything unique, but it does what it wanted to do just right. Make a thrilling and enjoyable ride from start to finish. Stray. Stray is just wonderful. Just looking at the unique designs of everything and the amount of details all over, you can tell this is a labor of love. You play as a cat who falls into a sewer and ends up exploring a city full of robots. Humanity has been wiped out for some unknown reason, and you're left to discover what lies ahead. Simple poses and cute moments had me smiling and feeling happy, just to immediately scare the shit out of me by having creepy little things chase me and have big eyes stare at me. I was not expecting to feel slight terror while playing as a cat in this game, I am not gonna lie. But it added some depth to the world. Every turn I was thinking, what the fuck is going on? Plus there's a button to just meow, so it has to be mentioned. Evil Dead the game. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this game was gonna be really bad. Dead by Daylight is really the only one of these type of games that's still relevant. But Evil Dead came out polished and pretty fun. It did justice by the Evil Dead license. Every character looked exactly how you want them to look. The maps are references to the movies and the show. The artwork is fantastic as well. Every character gets a unique art for every skill. I just wish they could have put more content out consistently. But it is what it is. If DB fans ever need a break, Evil Dead will be a breath of fresh air. And that's it. No more big games came out this year. Nope, not a single one. Didn't miss nothing. Definitely didn't spend 200 hours playing one game this year. Nope, no sirree, not me.
Your mammy can't save you. I'ma tie your ass up. I'ma fuck in your ass.
Alright, fine. But of course, I gotta talk about Elden Ring. Elden Ring might be a masterpiece. A flawed one, but a masterpiece for sure. The last one I can think of, in my opinion, was The Last of Us, funnily enough. And that game now has a Skyrim release schedule. Oh boy, Last of Us on my Nokia. Gameplay is immaculate. The world is filled with things to explore. There is limited handholding as well, so the world is your oyster. You can go over there and die. You can also go over there and die. Plenty of places for you to put your corpse at. The open world of Elden Ring is cruel and fun. So many weapons and unique skill, and I love it. Now, with the love, I can talk about its flaws. The difficulty spikes are ridiculous. Because it's an open world game, you fight some of the same bosses over and over again. And half of the dungeons look exactly the same. But it's only noticeable if you 100% it, like me. It's a dreary, unforgiving game that's filled with such color and beauty. But at the end of the day, it's fuck Scarlet Roar and fuck Millennium. Now, there's still bangers coming. We got God of War Ragnarok, which is my most anticipated game. Splatoon 3, which might be out by the time this video comes out. Bayonetta 3, oh my god. And Sonic Frontier. Yikes. And last but not least, the Callisto Protocol. This one is going to be crazy good. Unless they all disappoint, like Saints Row.